Okay, now we're going to go over the graph for this worksheet. Alright, so you see here we have the years. Those are going to go across the x-axis. And so I'm going to start year 1 over here. Okay, and we want to evenly space across. So since I'm skipping 4 boxes here, I want to continue to skip 4 boxes. Just like that. Okay, so this allows me to use a large part of the graph. Alright, now it looks like species, I have 2 different kinds. So that means I'm going to use 2 different either bars or lines. But since this is years down here, always make sure you label your axis. Since this is time, that means I'm going to use a line graph. So we're going to put species over here. And I'm going to do a solid line for rabbits. And dotted line for foxes. Okay, and looks like the most I'm going to have to graph is 12. So I'm going to start 0 here, and I'm going to go up by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And actually, if I were you guys, I would skip even more spaces. Actually, that should be 12 there. You could probably get away with skipping 3 spaces. Alright, so let's do rabbits first. So that's going to be at 5. And in year 2, it's 7. Year 3, we're at 9. And year 4, it's going to be all the way up at 12. And you guys are going to use your ruler. Since I don't have a ruler, we're going to freehand it. Okay. And then you guys are going to want to do the foxes. Okay. So these are going to be done in a dotted line. So on year 1 we have 2. Year 2 we get 7. Okay. So you're going to dotted line that. Okay. And then you're just going to keep going and graph the whole thing. Don't forget to give it a title. So we can say animal population. In Alaska. So try to be specific when you guys do your titles. Okay. Alright, so the next one's the scientific method. So we're testing which areas contain larger amounts of chemical iridium. So I looked at the 4 areas. 2 had been hit with asteroids, 2 had not, and this was what they were measuring. Okay, so since some areas they tested didn't even get hit with an asteroid, that's the control. The independent variable is the place. So they tested different places, and what they measured was grams of iridium per meter squared. Okay, so is it quantitative or qualitative? Well, grams, that's a number, so it's definitely quantitative. Because you will get the number of grams. Okay, so after you reach your conclusion, you're going to repeat the experiment. You're going to make sure you do peer review. And then at that point, you can publish results. Okay, you guys, email me if you have any questions, and make sure all your answers are correct.